I did wind energy, and recently the United States in November was declared the worldwide leader in producing wind energy potential, along with Great Britain, like Ben said, for tidal energy. This could be a system that could be implemented in the Bridgeport Park. So I just started off with a map. Obviously, there's a lot of different facilities and locations where wind energy could be implemented. All of these facilities are energy production systems, and they could use the wind energy to create some kind of electricity to power most of them. And this is just a picture of the fuel cell that's in Bridgeport, and yeah, just they could implement wind turbines on the top of these structures to power lights or different generators and whatnot. All right, so this is a picture of the wind speeds along the coast of Connecticut, obviously at the mouth of the eastern side of the state. That's like the offset of the Gulf Stream, so there's obviously more power in regards to wind and tides. So as you go down, this is a 50-meter wind. There's still a fair amount of power. And this is kind of came out blurry here, but it's the same map of 30 meters. So for using these two maps, obviously the Bridgeport wouldn't implement like large-scale wind turbines that are kind of big and unpleasant looking. So something that they could implement is like the Helix designed wind turbines. And then this is just a scale of the different ones, and obviously on the left for wind farms and large producing energy grids, and then the smaller scaled ones on the right side are good for households and small businesses and just powering like local communities and street lights possibly. And then this is just how it works. Obviously the wind turbine blades are facing the wind and generating the power, transmitting it to the generator and then out to the energy grid. And then this is just a close-up image of an actual wind turbine. The blades start moving, spin the shaft, and this generates electric current down through the wire, then moves into the generator and conducts electricity, and the sensors at the top of it power the blade, and if the wind's got to be like the right speed or else they're not going to run. So one of the things that I looked at was Urban Green Energy, and they're a big firm in New York. They kind of combine the aspects of solar and wind power to generate energy, and this is a picture of actually Whole Foods. They're teamed with Whole Foods and Hilton hotels to produce renewable energy. So I thought this was pretty cool. And then this is their design. It's called the Vision or the Air Vision 5, and it's around like 9 feet tall. They're pretty durable. They work and generate power with wind speeds up to as low as 7 miles per hour. So Bridgeport would be in the small scale, and this would be an efficient way, even though initial investments are pretty high. And then another example I looked at, I'm from Philadelphia, and I've always been to the stadium is where the Eagles play, and this is one of UGE's first projects, and obviously you can see the solar panel or the wind turbines on top, and they actually have it around the whole stadium now. And then you'll see the next picture here. It's just UGE's like use of solar power and wind power to create energy for a closed system. So in this case, the solar and wind for this stadium, it collects energy during the day, and then at nighttime it powers everything in the stadium, from lights to stands and parking lots. So one of the things that could be implemented in Bridgeport that's kind of off the path from the park is the use of the Webster Bank Arena and the baseball field downtown. Obviously, you got the big generator plant right next to it, and I just thought that would be a pretty cool and unique idea for the city of Bridgeport, since it's so close to New York. And this is just a sample picture of it's in New York of what these wind turbines would look like on the coastline of the park. That's as well.
So the hotel went in with the Whole Foods?
their UGE is combined with, they work with Whole Foods and Philip. And then this is just a basic picture. Obviously, down low you would have all the buildings and whatnot, and then this Bridgeport Arena is up on this side. So it would be a distance away from the eco park, but it would still generate power capacity. And then this is another possible example of a wind turbine that was made in Italy, and it's the use of, instead of the metal blades, the use of the wood blades, and this could possibly be used in the ecotech park or like local pathways and urban centers as like an energy source for possibly maybe putting a lamp on top, just something so simple. And then another thing that I came across were these wind trees, and they were designed in France, and they were just recently implemented in Paris. And I thought that was a pretty cool way of, they're obviously not real trees, but I don't think Bridgeport has many in that section of the area, so I thought that would be pretty cool to, like this picture just shows like a urban environment, and like each little capsule, it has like little blades inside of it, so
Wow.
you can generate some kind of electricity for winds as low as 2 miles per hour. So I thought that would be a pretty cool way of. They're around like 26 feet tall. That's
Huh.
what I understand.
Have they been implemented in those
Just
places?
recently
Yeah.
in Paris, so these are just sample pictures of what they would look like in presence and absence of real trees. And then this is just also another Swiss invention of a wind turbine. Obviously, it's a little different than the past two I've talked about, but they're pretty efficient. They're like sleek design like the other two, and just they can harness wind energy potential at a small scale for small projects.